honestly, I just hope everything is intact, because I don't want to go out and everything starts flying up and, you know, everywhere. But I think it is. Hi guys, my name is Kessia Nazirigbe. If you are watching for the first time, welcome, and if you are returning back, thank you and welcome again. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this on my natural hair. I've been on this journey trying to get the right style, the right way to style my natural hair. It's been stressful but fun. And I'm learning so much, and I love that you guys are going to be on this journey with me. I want to learn different styles I can do with my natural hair, because I think I have really beautiful hair, but I've just been so used to wigs, and I think it's time for me to promote my own hair. You know, it's part of my journey. And today we're also going to be talking about how to create your inner bubbling paradise. I mean, how to make yourself so happy that you don't even know what's happening around you. It's not like you're oblivious of it. It's just you're in your own paradise, and you don't allow the negativity around the world to influence how you shop for yourself, you know. So how do you do that? Or how have I been doing that? I have been doing that, and I've been seeing progress, a lot of progress in some of the actions I've taken in the past few years, and have helped me to create my own bubble. I just want to share some of it with you, and I feel like if you have other things to add to it or extract from it, you can let me know in the comment section. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's make my hair, do my makeup, get ready to go out and talk about how to activate your inner bubbling paradise. Hello guys. I'm ready to go to work this morning, and I'm thinking it would be a great time for us to do like a, you know, get ready with me and have like a conversation. Today's conversation is really going to be about, you know, how to create your own inner paradise. You know, it's really hard sometimes to just be happy with yourself with a lot of things that's happening out there, and I think it's a skill. I'll say it's a skill. So this time around, I'm gonna do less talking or more talking as much as I would, you know, get ready. So I'll be doing my hair, my makeup while I talk about this, and I hope it goes really well. So I'm doing like a side part with my hair. That's what I'm gonna do. Side part, and I'll lay it back. It's really wet, as you can see. It's really wet, which is good though, which is fine. I'm just gonna do the cutting. I'm using the normal cutting comb. So like I was saying, a lot of things happen in our world these days that makes people sad. A lot of things, like you can't even begin to point at them. There's so many. There's just so many. I think since the pandemic, there've been about 3 different wars, and if you put on the TV, the kind of news you hear, it's really disheartening. So many things happening, people taking advantage of people, even celebrities that we look up to are being called out for a lot of things, and it's just, oh my God, it's like, wow. Who do we turn to? Who do we, like, a lot of sad things are just happening, and these things just reflect in you, because you're like, wow, if this could be happening, you know, everything is fake, everything is a facade, you know. So I got this new Eco Styling Gel recently, and I hope this works for my hair. The other day I was thinking, like, I should have used Got2b glue, but I don't know, I feel like it's so hard. But this is water based, and it's a 10 max hold, so I'm hoping that it's gonna work its magic on my hair. The last one was like 8 max hold. I don't know what that is anyway, but I hope this time around it's gonna work for my hair. Let me make the pattern really good. So you're kind of wondering who you're gonna turn to, and sometimes you just find yourself really sad. But anyways, there's hope. Like I said, there's hope in just having your own paradise where you're just in your own bubble, and you kind of are able to just knock out the negativity around the world. You can see I have this white hair. It took me a while to kind of like just get used to it, but I think I am now. And it looks nice anyway. There's so much white hair on my head. So yeah. So like I said, there's hope. And I told you guys in my last video where I talked about, getting back on your grind. One of the things I did, I'm not going to take my time to sleep everything down, because obviously I'm going to, I'm going to wash this off tonight. I hardly ever sleep with this stuff because it's so uncomfortable for me. I don't know why. It's really uncomfortable for me. I'm unable to. I've not trained myself to. I'll say that. So I did a lot of like affirmation, read a lot of books, and one powerful affirmation I came across was something that said, I will not be silenced by my suffering. And when I listened to this and I thought about it deeply, I read it from a book. I think the book is called After the Rain Drops or After the Rain Falls or something like that. And this lady just talked about her struggles and how she was able to come to this, point where she was like, you know what, I am not going to be defined by my struggle. I'm not going to be defined by, everything that's happening around me. And I think that's a really bold statement to make and say, you know what, I'm not going to be defined by my struggles, because a lot of us, we go through it so much that sometimes we let these things define us. We let these things like define who we are, and we let this thing take the forefront in our life. And to get to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to be defined by this. And it was something I kept saying for a really, really long time. And I still say it, I still post that, on my post. And, sometimes when you post these things, it kind of like gets stuck in your head. And I always remember that saying. And if you look deeply at it, it's like we all have our suffering, we all have our challenges that we're going through. We have things that is bothering us. But are you going to let that thing define you? Are you going to let that thing define you? Are you going to let that problem that you're having define you? That challenge that you have? That went bad in really, really fast. Like it just went brown. I'm just going to use my hand anyway. Okay. So that's the basic place where I need to put the gel, because I'm going to take it off tonight. Just at the top there. And it seems to be working, because it's kind of seems to be laying it down. I've been in that position where I've allowed my struggles to come to the forefront of my life. Everything I was doing was defined by that struggle. I'm like, what's the point? I can't even get this thing. I can't even succeed in this area. So what's the point? There could be an area of your life that you wish that, you could have a breakthrough. You could at least just be doing good as much as your mates are. Or in this area, you could just, break through in this thing, or in anything. It could be anything. It could be, getting the right job. A lot of things. Having a family, starting a family, having kids, etc., buying a car, and a lot of stuff like that. The things we go through now. So I was just at that point in my life, so I'm gradually just like pulling my head together and still laying it down with the gel while I do that. think the struggle of just as a black girl trying to get used to, putting your hair together and looking good is really a struggle that we don't. I think we'll talk about it, but we don't talk about it as much as we should, So it's fine. So every day that I get out here and do it, I hope I get better at it, and I hope you guys see me grow in terms of like how I take care of my hair, because it's telling on me. It's telling on me, and I really just want to be able to like not wear wigs all the time. Sometimes I want to be able to style my hair. Currently I feel like it's my responsibility to give my hair that love and bring it to the forefront, and intention anyway. But we'll get there. We'll see how that works. Styling my hair is not my best suit, my natural hair, but I'm gonna learn how to do that with you on this journey. You're gonna see I'll learn how to do that. I want to learn how to do different styles as quick as I can. So let's take that out of the way. That I gotta lose this every day. Do people do this every day? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe very soon it's gonna be easy for me, because right now it's like tough. Feels like I'm not even doing anything. Why did I go out again? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I cannot do this. I'm not made for this. You know what? I'm just gonna do this and let it be there. Fine. That was a lot of work for no reason. For a reason, I don't know. Anyway, let me move on. Back to what we were talking about. Wipe everything down, because it's all yucky out here. Yucky. But it's wiped off now. Let me go to my strong suit at least. My makeup. Let me go to my makeup actually. I think I'll feel better. So like I said earlier, my affirmation was basically, I will not be silenced by my suffering. And the moment I began to, say that to myself, it got really good for me, because now anytime I felt like, because of my situation, I don't want to go out, I don't want to do this, I don't want to, because these things can really make you begin to feel like, I don't want to do anything. After all, everything is not working for me, this stuff is not working for me, and that will make you be like, you know what, I don't even want to do anything. But I will tell myself that I will not be silenced by my suffering. I will not allow my current situation, that thing I'm going through right now, to stop me from, focusing on my life, just doing things that will make me happy. And that's one of the ways you get into your bubble. One of the ways you get into your bubble is to reject the negativity in your life, or reject the, negative situation that you are in, that one thing that bothers you. Just tell yourself affirmatively that I will not allow this situation that I'm in right now to determine how I'm going to live my life. Yes, I have this problem. Yes, I've not been able to, get to where I want to get to in my life. But there are other things that I can still do to make this period, my waiting period, to still make sense, to still be worthwhile. And so I'm making this affirmation that I will not be silenced by this suffering. So that was what that meant to me, and that stood out for me because I would use it all the time, and with time it just became a thing. It just became a thing that, I loved saying, and it would help me. Every time I said it, it would just settle in my brain and resonate with me. And gradually, I kind of just understood it. Sorry, I've been blocking you guys with the mirror since. I kind of just understood it. I kind of just understood what it was about. That, okay, this stuff is about me not allowing anything going on in my life to stop me from making progress. I'm not going to allow any negative situation to stop me from making friends, to stop me from pursuing my dream, to stop me from deciding that, okay, I want to do this thing, but I want to be happy. I want to wake up every day and be happy. I don't want my life to be surrounded, to be based off of this one thing that I'm yet to have. Do you understand? And it's not, you're not trying to prove to anybody that, oh, you're strong or anything. It's actually a thing that you settle with within yourself. And when you've done that, when you've settled that situation within yourself, that when you've had that conversation with yourself, then you can now say, okay, now that I've had this conversation, that look, I know we don't have this thing right now. I know we're struggling to get this job. I know we're struggling to find the right partner. I know we're struggling to, get a breakthrough in this business. But we're not going to allow it to stop us from enjoying this moment. Some people don't even have this, what I have right now. So I'm going to leverage off of that. I'm going to think about the fact that there was a time that this was what I wanted, and now I have it. So now I am going to make the best out of it. And once you have that conversation, you can then move on to the next stage, So that's a very important conversation to have. Let's do the contour. So the next thing is you need to learn how to plan your day to give you the maximum joy. Obviously, you're not going to get maximum joy, but when you plan your day, you find out that you plan things that would make you happy. Okay? First, you have to learn how to plan your day before it now becomes a routine that, you wake up in the morning, you do this and do this and do that, and you're happy most of the time. So you have to plan your day, and you have to plan it ahead. You can plan it 24 hours before, you can plan it a week before. You just have to learn to plan your day and tell yourself, okay, tomorrow or next week, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to so place. I'm going to hang out with a friend. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, Just things that would make you happy. Things that would make you feel like, that would occupy your brain, because you don't want to spend your whole time thinking about your challenge, thinking about the things that are going wrong in your life. You want to fill up that space. Like they used to say, an idle man is the devil's workshop. So when you're idle, you spend most of your time thinking about that one problem that you're unable to solve. Like, that will make you solve it. Are you God? Are you going to be able to solve it? You can't solve it, you can't solve it until it is time. So you have to plan your day. You have to say, okay, I'm gonna wake up this morning, I'll get ready, I'll make sure I'm looking well dressed, I'm gonna cook this food for myself, I'll go to the supermarket, I'll go to the market, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, I'm gonna make myself, a stew, that stew that I like, I'm gonna make myself catfish and pepper soup or whatever, anything that would bring you joy. Today when I get home, I'm gonna watch Friends, or I'm going to, let's just go in and do the eyeshadows. Today's eye makeup is gonna be simple. I've been doing so much makeup, and let me show you guys that I can do something simple too. I would use the same powder for my eyes, for my eyeshadow. I'm using brown right there. On the top of my eye. If you press it, you see that at the top of your eyeballs. Just like that. So I'm taking normal eye face powder. Just want to use that on my eyes, just to give me the most basic eye shadow look. I'll be as natural as possible. So when you learn to plan your day, after sometimes it will become a routine. You know that, okay, in a week you have to watch a show that you like. You know that you have to go to the supermarket. You know you have to make yourself a special meal. And these are the things that you do that make you happy. Like, nobody will even know why you're happy. You'll just be happy inside of you because I'm going home, I want to go and cook myself one special. There's one food I like to eat. I want to make it for myself. That will even be making you happy. Anybody that's even doing their wahala there, you're not even thinking of them, because you're thinking of how you want to go to the shop to buy catfish, how you want to buy that juice that you like, that would make you happy. That's what you're thinking about. Trust me. At the beginning, it's gonna look like, oh my God, I'm a fraud. What am I doing? I'm using all these things to cover my sadness. Even if you're using to cover your sadness, so what now happen? What now happen? Are you supposed to be sad because you've not achieved what you're supposed to achieve? Now you are going to be sad every day. Okay, let's say, I know something just came to my head, and then like, okay, some people will be thinking, oh, what if my situation is issue of the fact that I'm broke and I don't have money, and now you're saying we should go and buy catfish? Which money am I going to use to buy the catfish? Yeah, I've been there. But you could find joy in other little things, trust me. Even if you cannot afford catfish, you can afford something else. You could find joy in that. You could find joy in looking for a job. You could find joy and say, today I'm gonna go out there and look for a job. I'm not going to, be expecting any big thing, but I'm gonna just go out there. I'm gonna just go out there and be optimistic. And that way, I'm going to be meeting different people. Just tell yourself, I'm going to be meeting different people. I'm going to go out. I'm going to submit my CV to a lot of places. It could be online. If you're submitting it online, you just say, okay, today I'm going to stay online and be submitting my CV and just be doing it for fun. I know it's hard to say you're doing it for fun when you actually are not doing it for fun. But just tell yourself that. Sometimes when you tell yourself that, with time, your brain will adjust itself. And then the pressure will go off. That pressure of like, oh my God, I need this to work immediately will go off. And when that pressure goes off, you know what happens? Things fall in place. Okay? And then you begin to find joy in it. You begin to be happy. So if your challenge is a thing of, oh, I really need a job, I'm broke, I need money, you could decide to say, okay, your thing that will bring you joy is going out of your way to look for a job. But you're not going to do it sad. You're not going to do it upset, because that will even turn off people that would have wanted to offer you a job. You're going to try to do it happy. You're going to try to do it listening to your favorite song. If you're doing it online, you could be listening to your favorite songs. You could even create a playlist that you are listening to while applying for this job. Or if you have to go out there and look for the job, you could map out all the places you want to go. Take your time and say, okay, these are the places I'm going to go, and that way I'm going to go sightseeing as I'm doing this. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to just try to make yourself happy. Just try to make yourself happy while doing it. But you're not going to make yourself happy while you step into it. You have to have a plan that, okay, today when I go out, I know I'm going to pass a place. I'll take pictures of that building. I'll take pictures of myself doing this and doing that. I'm just saying that's what I do. Some of you might hate pictures, but I can only see what I know. So, yeah. Time to do my brows. You see? I told you. This is the one I'm good at. Let me do it. Yeah. So just have to plan yourself and plan way to incorporate something that will make you happy in your daily routine. And you're not going to do that spontaneously. Don't be deceived. Don't say, oh, when I get there, No. You're going to have to plan it ahead. But trust me, if you plan 10 things, on that day, you may end up just doing only 4. So make sure you plan more than enough, because you may end up just doing only 4. And gradually, that 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that you do will begin to make you happy. And it will be something you are looking forward to. And that will stop you from being so negative, from being so sad, because you have something you are looking forward to. You need to have something to occupy your brain so that you don't focus on only the negative all of the time. Okay? Now, another thing is learning to numb the noise. You need to learn to numb the noise. As much as you are trying to say, okay, now I'm putting effort to, I'm trying to create a positive environment for myself, I'm planning my routine and everything, trust me, one yeye person will come from nowhere and come and tell you, hello, how you doing? I don't time now, wow, how far have you gotten the job now? Wow, this job I've been looking for since how many years? How far now? When are you getting married? How far now? I thought you said you were going to buy a new car. What's happening? This is just an example. There may be other things that might be noise to you. It could be pressure from your family. It could be pressure from your friends. It could be just pressure from social media. And some of us that will be following celebrities that are superficial. I'm not saying people cannot be superficial, but here you are looking for solution to your problem, saying, oh my God, I don't always want to be sad. I'm always sad. I'm allowing this my problem to define me. How am I going to stop this? But then you are following celebrities that are based on being superficial. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense, because you can't say you are trying to, not think about your problem. You are following a celebrity that all they do is talk about how they are making it, how they are living this lavish lifestyle. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to be happy if that's all you see, if that's all you are looking at? Okay, so sometimes, like I said in one of my last videos, you have to detox your timeline. What kind of people are you following on social media? So sometimes what I do is I have to follow celebrities that are not so, invested in promoting superficial things. I love follow celebrities that are focused on priceless things like family and, regular stuff like going to the market and cooking dinner and stuff like that. I follow people like Eva Longoria. Yeah, I know she goes to parties, but sometimes she numbs it down. But you see her doing regular things with her son in the kitchen. You see her doing regular things that, regular moms do. It's not always about wearing nice outfits and all that. So that's just an example. A lot of people I follow too. A lot of celebrities I follow that are not into like flashy things on your faces. I follow Zoe Saldana. I feel like she's very down to earth, and she's just really family driven, and just priceless things that she has acquired, like her family, her kids, just regular things. If you go to her page, you know what I mean anyway. So you have to detox your timeline and stop following people that will make your situation feel like that the worst is happening to you. It's really, really important in this journey of creating your own world, your own bubbling world, where you feel safe and you don't feel like you're under pressure all of the time. Okay? Yeah. I need to round up. Today is simple look, and I hope I'm achieving it, because I look a mess right now. But I believe it can be turned around. I got this from my mom. It's so pigmented. I don't even want to like drop it ever. So I'm using the gold. Let me show you. My mom gave me this some years ago. Gold and this brown. It's really pigmented and I love it. Where did I go? See how pigmented it is. So when I'm doing a very simple makeup, I try to make sure the blush is like really I mean the blush and the what's that stuff called? Highlighter or shimmer is really, really good. Let me put it under my brows, because something has to speak for me. How is the hair doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. So I think I should go back and finish my hair, because I'm trying to do it into like a I'm using this to make a bun at the back. You guys need to see it. Let's see this in there. And I'll open it up. Use my comb. And everything, comb it out, and then let me get the I'm gonna need this, so I have that in my hand. So just gradually begin to roll this in like that. I think next time I'm not gonna get this color, because this one is for I think people that have blonde hair, for like white people. Next time I get the brown one or the black one, because I have black hair. So I'm just saying, because I hope the white stuff is not showing. Oh, it doesn't look like it's showing. So put it right in there. And it feels secure already anyway. But if you want to secure it double, get my bobby pins. So, man, like I said, my natural hair is really stressful for me to style, because it's always curling back up, it rolls back up every time I'm trying to put it down. And I don't want to use those extreme gels. So guys, if you have like suggestion on what to use, something water-based that's just really easy to get rid of. I don't want my hair like hard and like the other gel that makes it so hard. That's why I'm using this Eco Styling gel. It's fine anyway. So, as I was saying, another thing is What kind of shows do you watch? You have to learn to be specific about the kind of shows you watch. That is why you have to plan. If you know that you have a situation you are going through, there's some things you should not be watching that would worsen the situation. Imagine someone that is trying to, you're trying to, conceive, and you're watching shows about women that have gone through humiliation and that have just been blamed for not being able to conceive. Like, what do you want? You want to be crying now. You just want to be crying every day. You just want to watch something that will be making you cry. Like, why would you want to put yourself through something like that? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Why not watch a show that kind of like just encourages you? Sometimes you need to do like a backstory before you just. I don't just up in there and watch any TV show or any movie that just comes out, because I know that I'm very emotional. Especially when you know you're very emotional and this is affecting you, your productivity is making you very, like, what's the word? Making you very emotional. It's making you very. Sometimes you don't want to get up in the morning. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to be motivated. It's making you not motivated. Like, it's making you less motivated. That's the right word. Now you know that your productivity is dependent on how you feel upstairs in your head right there. You have to take your time before you go into any movie or before you read any kind of book. You can't just say, oh, this movie is what is trending right now, and then you watch it and your thoughts are just ruined with negative. Like, you're just negative. Your negative level just goes off the roof. So for me, what works for me, I'm not saying that's what works for you, but if you're going through this challenge, then why not try this? For me, I take my time to make my research before I watch any movie, any new movie or any new show. The research is not much. You just have to find out what the movie is about, and when you find out what it's about, if it could trigger you in any way. You don't want to trigger yourself and have a relapse and go back to being sad all the time. Please, we're trying to create like a bubbling paradise in our head for ourselves. So trust me, it takes effort to do that. Time for my okay, it's time for me to do my lashes. Ooh, I used to do lashes all the time before. After a while, I just stopped because I felt like I'm trying to numb down my, flashiness. But it's not. It's so long. It's so long. But I'll just do it. I'm trying to get back on my grind, so let me do it. I wish I had some that is like not as long as this, but So I'm using this. I don't even know where I got this glue from, but I'm using it here. But I know I got it from Nigeria. That's what I'm using. I'm just going to do another one. Do the second one. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing the glue right. I think I cannot do too much of it. Okay, now keep it here for just a minute or two. Now I need to go back into my hair. I'm not gonna lie, we always go back over and over and over and over and over, because this hair is so stubborn. It just doesn't stay, and I don't want to tie. I don't even have a scarf to tie it down right now. I placed order for a scarf. It's going to come soon. So let me just put the gel in. But I kind of like it because it feels, you can see my texture, you can see how coily the hair is, like when you look at it, if you are really close, which is not bad, which is cool though, but I'm still working on it anyway. I'm still working on knowing the best way to lay my hair down. And I got myself ready. Phew, this is a full-time job, and I try to do something to my hair. I hope you guys like it. This is how it is on the side. Because I was like, that was too boring, you know. But this is it. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. Let me show you another way you can just do your eyeliners. Okay, you could just use this. It's a flat brush. And we can use this black right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go in on there. Just use that under my eyes because I don't know where my eyeliner be sitting right now. And I don't want to do the work of looking for where it is. To conclude our tutorial slash, conversation, I would also like to say, like I was saying, be mindful of the kind of energy you're bringing into your home. And you can bring this energy through what you watch, through what you read, through the kind of friends you make, So you have to be vigilant, not like in a crazy way, but you have to look out for these signs. When you see these signs, like, oh, this is not the kind of energy I'm supposed to promote. And trust me, there's going to be times where you make the mistake and you watch stuff like that, but something will take it behind your head that no, this is not what we're doing. We're not promoting or bringing this kind of energy into this house, So once you get that, you don't have to beat yourself up like, why did this happen? You just have to do something about it and try not that it doesn't happen again. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Guys, look at it. I think it's okay. It's nice. It's okay. It's good. It's not bad. Or is it? Is it? I think it's okay. So be mindful of the kind of energy you bring into your home. And also, very, very importantly, you have to be your own friend. Ooh! You have to be your own friend. You have to talk to yourself. Write things down. Plan your day. That's how you become your own friend. Do things that you love. Plan it out. You're not just going to do things that you love by just, randomly stumbling across it. You have to plan it. That's why having a planner is so important. It's so important because when you do this, like when you plan your day, you plan it out, you intentionally craft it out to give you the maximum amount of joy, or give you joy. Let me know you stop using the word maximum. You will notice that it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle. You're in your own bubble. You have your things planned out. Like, you have things that you're thinking about that is productive. You have positive things you're thinking about. You're creating the positive vibes for yourself. You have things that you're thinking about that you love. And that is what life is about. Creating your own bubble. That's how you create your own bubble. by planning it out till it becomes a lifestyle. Trust me, it is hard, because the devil doesn't want you to be happy. The devil wants you to be worried over things that you can't control, things that are going to solve itself on its own. The devil wants you to just be stressed out, like full time, but not on my watch, or not on our watch, because even with, no matter how much effort you put into it, sometimes when you feel like, oh my God, I'm there now, I'm good, everything is good, everything in here is good, it will just sneak up on you again. So you have to be watchful. You have to give yourself the gift of effort. What that means is you have to intentionally plan out your life so that it's not defined by your worries, so that it's not defined by that one struggle that you have, by that one challenge that you're yet to solve. I really want this popping. It looks so good. Give yourself the gift of effort. It is your job to put effort into living your best life. It's nobody else's job. It's your job. It's my job to put effort into living the kind of life that I want. A life free of stress. Except you like the stress, they don't complain. Go ahead and be stressed, like with your full chest. But if you don't like the stress, and deep down you know you don't like the stress, it is your job to put effort. So give yourself the gift of effort. Sometimes try to stand up and do these things for yourself. Try to stand up and just do one or two things that would make you happy, that would bring positivity into your life. It's your job. And be your own best friend. And don't stop asking the right questions. You can ask questions on Google, anywhere. Keep asking the question, how can I do better? How can I give myself a better life? How can I stop being stressed out? And how can I create my own paradise and have my own bubble? Okay, so that is the end of this tutorial / talk conversation. Oh my God, this took a lot, and I hope before the end of the day it doesn't become. No, I'm gonna pin some of this part down so that it doesn't fly off, because black hair with time is going to start going curly and short, and you know what I'm saying. But I like it so far. I love it. I love how it looks so far. That's nice. I really want to know a lot of styles I could do for myself as a black girl, and thank you for joining me on this journey. I want to carry my natural hair more. I know I used to make a lot of wigs. I still make wigs a lot, but right now I feel like I want to promote my hair more for myself. It's myself. I'm doing it for myself. I think this stuff is good. This journey is going to bring me joy. Okay, let me go. I'm talking so much. Bye. If you have anything you want to say, any comments, any suggestion, feel free. But keep it good, okay? Keep it good. Keep it positive. See you. My tummy has been rumbling. Oh my God. I don't know what's happening.